Okay, here goes part two about the sellout Grizzly Adams, present father. Okay, this guy's a sellout. That guy right there. Look at what he says. He's a present father. He's breaking cycles and building better dads. How is he doing that? Every single video is whining and crying about how the family court system sucks and how good dads get violated. So, what does he need to do to build better dads? This is the stupidity of my gender just making up stuff, not knowing what they're doing, and they just make up stuff. This is the difference between me and numbnuts idiots like that. I quote Troxel versus Granville, something this guy doesn't have a clue about probably. I've never seen him mention it. The most important legal authority that you should know is your constitutional rights. And Troxel versus Granville is the most recent U.S. Supreme Court case that I know of. It repeats Stanley versus Illinois. There's another one, I think it's Nebraska. Talks about parental rights. Troxel versus Granville says that the courts have to assume that you act in the best interest of the child. If you've never been found unfit, they assume that fit parents act in the best interest of the child. I preached this in several different videos. This stupid jackass thinks he needs to build better dads. You don't need to be a better dad. Unless you're abusive or a drunk or on drugs, you don't need to be better. And we already know the answer to that kind of stuff. Go to AA, get a drug and alcohol evaluation, you got an anger management problem, seek counseling. So what is this guy doing? He's just talking a bunch of hot air about some stupid crap. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's just making up some stuff. Because he lost in court, he sees the great void of no help for fathers. And he's too lazy to actually look around and find somebody like me. There used to be like a dozen of James Christensen's out there. There's like 3 of us left. And I'm the one that's probably out there more than anybody. Been helping people across the world for 15 years. Helping people all across America for 25. And I'm telling you, you don't need to be a better dad. You need to fight the war of attrition and fight for your rights. This guy is full of crap. I said he was a sellout earlier. He's showing what a sellout he is. He's giving you a selling point to be part of his $9.99 a month. What's that? $120 a year. Be part of a community of loser dads whining and crying and pissing and moaning about how bad the court system is. You could do that for free. Go to Dad Talk Today or any Father's Rights Movement page. There's a bunch of pussies on there just whining and crying all day long. Why do you need to pay this guy $10 to whine and cry? Oh, he's building better dads. How is he doing that? Just whining and crying and pissing and moaning about the system. You don't need to be a better dad. You're already a good dad, and Troxel versus Granville says it. So why do you need to prove stuff? You need to learn how to fight the war of attrition. Screw this sellout pussy mother.